بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. Inshallah, today we'll be going over chapter 8. We'll start with the vocabulary review. Inshallah, we'll start with Bait, Buyut. So this chapter is on plurals. The plural of Bait is Buyut. So Bait means house, Buyut meaning houses, homes. Kitab, book. Kutub, books. Masjid, mosque. Masajid, mosques. Bab, door. Abwab, doors. Qalam, pen. Aqlam, pens. Kabir. This is not an actual noun here. This is an adjective. The plural would be kibar. So if you're talking in reference to plural, for example, the next word rajul, rijal, kibar would go with rijal. Rajul, man, rijal, men. Walad, boy. Awlad, boys or children. Talib, student. The plural will be tullab. Ustadh, teacher. Asatidha, teachers. Now, the next word is wajh, face. Awjuh, be multiple faces. Saghir, sigar, both adjectives, plurals. You have tawil, tiwal, long, tall. Qasir, qisar. These are the patterns these words are falling on, these adjectives. Ba'id, ba'iduna. Qarib, qaribuna. Qadim would be, the plural would be qudama'u. Jadid would be judadun. Thaqil, thiqalun. Khafif, khifafun. Muslimun, muslimuna. Kafirun, kafiruna. Kuffarun. Mu'minun, mu'minuna. Nabiyun, nabiyuna, or anbiya'u. Insanun, the plural would be nas. Rasulun, the plural would be rusul. Jabalun, jibal. Mountain, mountains. Famun, mouth. Afwah, mouths, plural, many mouths. Da'if, weak. Di'afun, weak, many, weak. It's an adjective here, so that's the scale it's falling on. Qawiyun, aqwiya'u, a different scale. So you just have to learn these scales, memorize these words. You just have to know them. Imra'atun, al-mar'atu, woman. Nisa'un, woman, many women. Bintun, or even two women. Two women would be mar'atani. We'll get into that later. But right now the plural would be nisa'un. Bintun, banatun. Bintun, girl. Banatun, girls. Kalimatun, one word. Kalimatun, many words. Madinatun, one city. Mudunun, many cities. Plural. Jannatun, so the one there's a ta marbuta on the word, it generally takes the alif ta after it. It becomes jannat. Excuse me one second.
I could not print that. I got the email that the chapter 9 is revised. So, printed and gave me, but I could not print it.
We are on the word jannatun, jannatun, the vocabulary. Shahrun, the plural would be ashhurun or shuhurun. Ayatun, the plural, is going to fall on that scale when there's a ta marbuta. The ta opens up and you add an alif before it. Jannatun becomes jannatun, ayatun becomes ayatun, yawmun, day, ayyamun, days, ghaniyun, aghniya'u.
And chapter 9? Which one?
This is chapter 8.
Or chapter?
So look at qawiyun, aqwiya'u, ghaniyun, aghniya'u. Okay, these are different special cases. Faqirun, fuqara'u. Dinun, adyanun. Shay'un, ashya'un. حديقة حدائق شجرة أشجار كثير كثيرون قليل قليلون few little many little these are adjectives so they're in reference to what you're describing بعيد عن بعيدون عن قريب من قريبون من قلب قلوب hearts يد أيد. We usually have two hands, right? But some creatures have many more, so the plural will be أيدا. Like some. Okay, so let's go to exercise 8.1. Translate the following into Arabic, making sure to write out all of the vowels and signs. Number 1, the believing men and the believing women are in the house. How do you say a believing man? What's a singular of believer? Someone. Mu'min, right? Now what's the plural? Right, so if we're talking about men, it's going to be mu'minuna. And so this is definite, it's going to be al-mu'minuna. Wal-mu'minatu fil bayti. And I apologize, I couldn't pull up the chapter because the canvas is not working. It's down right now. All the documents are unavailable on the Canvas website currently. That's why I'm unable to pull up the answers over there and show you guys. So al-mu'minuna wal-mu'minatu fil bayti. We're on chapter 8. Chapter 8, exercise 8.1. Number 2, the prophets went to the garden. Rusulu, right? ذهب الرسل إلى الحديقة. ذهب الرسل إلى الحديقة. The prophets went to the garden. Okay? Now, okay, so I have a question for you. ذهب الرسل, why is the ذهب still singular? Yeah, he went, but it's singular, right? ذهب. There's a ذهب, the ذهبا, and then the ذهبوا. Right? But why is it not ذهبوا and why is it ذهبا?
Because it's
It's a trick question. Because the verb is coming before the doer. Right? So if the verb comes before the doer, it can be singular. Now, however, if I said ar-rusulu, I can't say ذهب after it. Alright? It would have to be ar-rusulu ذهبوا. But since the verb is coming before the doer, that's why we're allowed to make it singular. The messenger is Nabi. Oh, I'm sorry. Okay, so ذهب الأنبياء. ذهب الأنبياء إلى الحديقة. Yeah, it should be ذهب الأنبياء إلى الحديقة. Good catch. Number 3, I did not find the disbelievers in the mosque. Dhahaba is singular because it's coming before the doer, or the doers in this case. Now, if the verb came after, then the verb would have to be plural. But since I think for the purpose of this introduction class, we're keeping the verbs before the doers. But in the Quran, later on, you'll see there are many areas where the verb will come after the doer, in which case it's going to follow the either if it's singular, if the doer is singular, or if it's a plural. Okay, so if, for example, in this case, if we put the doer al-rusulu first, it'd be al-rusulu dhahabu. Okay, but since we're putting the verb first, we're allowed to make it singular. Okay, conjugation. Okay, inshallah. So, sorry, ذهب الأنبياء or ذهب النبي, both work. But go with ذهب الأنبياء. It's more prominent. It's used more often than أنبياء. Okay, so number 3, I did not find. How do you say I did not find? Yeah. ما وجدت. Good. How do you know it's kafirina and not kafiruna? Yeah, but disbelievers can be kuffar al-kafiruna, right? In the normal tense, kafir is al-kafiruna, plural. Kafiruna, right? Why is it kafirina? Over here, what state is it in? Because it's the object, right? It's the object of the verb, so it's in that hala mansub. It's in that state where it's the maf'ul. It's the thing that's being done upon. Something's being done upon. So the messengers, the disbelievers were not found. I did not find the disbelievers fil masjidi. Okay? I'm sorry, what? Well, in this case, it could be ma wajadtu al-kafirina or ma wajadtu al-kuffara. That's what you can use. Okay? All right, number 4. The signs are in the garden, in gardens, or in gardens. So how are we going to say that? Al-ayatu, but the gardens it's supposed to be plural. It can be either. So over here it's going to be al-ayatu fi hadaiqa or fil jannati. I'm sorry, fi jannatin. Hadaiq is the plural. That's if you're doing an adjective. If you're doing an adjective to a non-human, as you're saying, that's when it takes the singular feminine. Okay, but right now we're saying in gardens. So it's not describing, it's saying where it is. Okay? So it's going to be fi hadaiqi or fi jannatin. Fi jannatin. Fi jannatin. Okay? Number 5. Allah created the believing woman and the disbelieving woman. So how do you say Allah created? Khalaqallahu al-mu'minati. Good. Why isn't al-mu'minata? That's just the rule. The plural of the feminine word does not take a fatha. You're never going to see al-mu'minata. In the Quran, as-samawati or as-samawatu. Never as-samawata. Have you ever heard as-samawata? No, it doesn't exist. It's either as-samawatu or as-samawati, right? Khalaqallahu as-samawati. Khalaqallahu al-mu'minati wal-kafirati. Okay. It makes sense? I know this is really different from everything we've been learning. It just kind of changes the whole understanding. But let's try to go with it, inshallah. Yeah. It says في الحديقة. It should be في number 4 should be في جنات or في حدائق. Okay? Because it says in gardens. So, can we move to number 6? You answer your question? No, I don't mean it in a derogatory way. I'm genuinely asking, can we move to number 6? Does that answer your question? Inshallah. Yes. Any questions? Okay. So number 6. The trees. Wait. I'm sorry. She went to the Muslims because the disbelievers are in the city. How do you say she went? ذهبت. Where did she go? إلى المسلمين. إلى المسلمين. Huh? Yeah. ذهبت إلى المسلمين. Why? لأن